Here.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Here.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Here.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Here.
Commissioner Walker, Commissioner Sefeli,
Here.
Chairman Romano.
Here, Commissioner Lopez is away, vacation. I don't know about Commissioner Walker. He was just on the phone with me. I don't know. Okay, continue. First thing.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance. United States of America.
Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as follows. Posting notice of Resolution 801-2025 on the County Commissioners Bulletin Board, first floor, Administration Building Annex, Jersey City, New Jersey. Copies of the above-mentioned resolution have been sent to the county clerk and the editors of the Kearney Observer and the Star Ledger. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of the caucus of June 11th, the special budget hearing of June 11th, and the regular meeting of June 12th.
Motion.
Rodriguez and Lipsky.
Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno, Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day,
Yeah.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Walker, Chairman Romano.
Yes.
Chairman, we have a dedication,
Yes.
dedicating and naming the Washington Park Little League scoreboard in homage to John Brune in celebration of his years of service to the Washington Park Little League. This has been voted on. So I think
The other night, we sponsored it.
Voted.
it was sponsored and
Yes.
by the whole board.
Yes.
We need a record.
Is the family member here for
Yes.
presentation?
John is here himself. So take a vote on the item. So
Commissioner Pontilivski,
Can we just read the item into the
we're
record?
going to do that after we vote on it.
Usually do it before.
Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno.
Yeah.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Walker, Chairman Romano.
Yes.
I'll read that into the record.
Yes.
Whereas Mr. John Brune has been pillar at Washington Park located in Union City, New Jersey for the last 50 years. And whereas Mr. Brune's impressive resume includes, among other things, every board position from president to player agent to treasurer, and he filled each role with honor and integrity, knowing that each role meant to the league and that the players and families being served. Whereas Mr. Brune has coached thousands of children, impacting not only their skills in the game, but also their lives, instilling teamwork, respect, and integrity into each player, providing indelible life skills for years to come. And whereas Mr. Brune has consistently demonstrated how invaluable his presence has been to the league, and most importantly, the children and families of Washington Park Little League, and has served over decades. Whereas to this day, players return to the park to talk to Mr. Brune and express appreciation for what it was taught to them. Whereas Mr. Brune's steadfast support and work for the league for decades is one of the reasons the league remains in existence. And whereas all those at Washington Park Little League and the entire community thank Mr. Brune for his unwavering service. And whereas in honor of his service and devotion, the Board of Commissioners wishes to name the Washington Park Little League scoreboard, the John Brune scoreboard, as a permanent reminder of Mr. Brune's legacy and influence of the community. Therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the County of Hudson. The aforesaid recitals are incorporated therein as though fully set forth at length. The board recognizes Mr. Brune as experienced career and the positive impact he has on young athletes throughout the community over the past 5 decades. The board joins County Executive Craig Guy in naming the Washington Park Little League scoreboard, the John Brune scoreboard. The board hereby authorizes the County Executive Craig Guy or the County Administrator Abraham Antong, and/or Deputy County Administrator David B. Drumler on this lawfully appointed designee to execute any and all documents and take all the necessary action to complete and realize the intent and purpose of this resolution.
Comments by the commission first? Billy, you want one first?
I think I've only known John for 4.5 of the 5 decades. But what he's done up at Washington Park is amazing. Many of our little leagues have fallen by the wayside, had to merge, shut down. But John's presence there has not only kept it going, but let it thrive. And this is only a small token of I think, the honor and recognition that he deserves. And I'm glad that sometimes in government, we get it right. We honor the right people. We honor them for the right reasons, and we honor them at the right time.
You're right.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know John. However, when I was 12 years old, I think the one and only time that I can remember being in Washington Park, I grew up in Harrison, and I was a player in the Little League in Harrison. Harrison sent a team over to play a team from Union City, I think it was. And I to this day I remember that because a big part of my youth was playing Little League baseball, and sometimes we don't appreciate the efforts that the volunteers put in, like John, and it's a big part of young boys and now young girls' lives playing Little League baseball, and it's a great thing. Even if they don't go on, it teaches them skills and team membership and cooperation, and just it gives them a lot of self-esteem. So notwithstanding the fact that I was a losing pitcher in that game, I'm still going to vote aye proudly. Thank you, John.
You're right.
John, as you know, we know each other for quite a while, since the late 90s, and very proud to, have met you and working with you and my husband at the same time. And it was really a pleasure. Anytime that we were able to help you to, help those kids, that's why you really was your priority. So I bet your family is very proud of you, especially your children, the way you treat all the children. Thank you for all your work. Thank you for all, your days, sweat, being there, guiding those children. We appreciate you, and we, pray for you, and God will be, guiding you. Thank you for all you do.
You're a Fanny or
So John, now I'm a little bummed out that I don't actually have never actually met you, but from what everybody is saying, it sounds like you are an amazing role model to the kids that you have coached in Little League. It sounds like you have had an amazing career, and I think that's something to be proud of, and I commend you for it, and this is a true honor, and you deserve it.
Bobby?
John, I don't know you either, but in my district, I handle Braddock Park, but I live downtown North Bergen. I frequented always Washington Park. Beautiful place. And I did youth services for 20 years, and doing youth services for 20 years, keeping children busy keeps them out of trouble. Thank you. You are truly be commended. And if what you've done has been instilled in your family, we're lucky. I vote yes.
John, from the first day I met, you've been nothing but a guiding force. The love that the children in both the girls and boys leagues exhibit for you, along with so many other people, is just amazing. You teach the game for the right reasons, and made sure the kids respected one another. Your personality transcended the sport with your humility. Your mentors, to Richie Rios, to John Hanasek, they're carrying on your legacy. Debbie, Kathy, they all come from your tree, as they say about a great coach's tree. And, a lot of people don't realize the other traits that you do. John, also in Hoboken, happened to be my family's business, for many years ran the chess league on Tuesday nights. He's a great chess player. And the minute that he left, the league fell apart. Whether it be winter, summer, he had the clocks, the boards set up, and he was the organizer. and everybody loved him. And then he would sneak and also play some pool and try to hustle pool, which he did a good job. But John, it's just an honor. You're one of those human beings that God put on the earth that makes a mark and an indelible impression. God bless you. And we're going to see you next opening day. We love you. Thank you.
Isn't the proclamation?
I haven't been called. Carrie?
Is John able to say a few words, or it's up to you? Do you want to, John?
Yep.
Well, we'll come to you, John. What's easier?
Chairman, Carrie's.
Oh, Carrie's up there. Go ahead, Carrie.
I
While John-
haven't, nobody, I'm ignored.
No.
It's
Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead.
I also have not met you, John, but for what I've heard and seen through the years, through other people, your dedication to that community, to those children is remarkable. And anyone that gives so much of their own to these kids, it's actually very deserving of a naming, all right? I congratulate you and your family. God bless you and give you a wonderful future. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Okay, Big John, it's yours.
All right, mine. All right, what I did was I did from my heart. For the kids, for the community. That's it. Nothing else. No, I didn't want this and I didn't want any of all this. I just enjoyed going out there every day. With this cancer hit, it's gonna take a lot out of me.
You're going to beat it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat it,
Amen.
yes. And then I'm gonna come back and still
Yep.
follow John and see everything he does. He's fantastic. John Hansard.
So please not
All right.
Kathy Healy.
Yes. But thanks for all of you people. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really, really do. It takes a lot of me, a lot of strength out of me. And I have to learn a new way of life. But I have good people here. Thank all of you people. I know a lot of you people. Right, Anthony?
You got it, boss.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very, very much. All right.
John. Oh, you want to take a picture? We'll stay here. He'll stay down. What's easier?
Oh, we just
Yeah.
come to him. Come to him.
We'll come to you, John. Come on. We'll go downstairs. Yeah.
I'm the one that usually gets it. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Over there.
Hold on.
Take it off, John, watch the virgin sheets. They stole aspirin still.
Oh, hold on. Very good.
Let's hear it for John Hackett. Okay, we'll now have the scholarships.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, we have Alan Weston here from the NJAC. He is the legislative director. He wanted to say a few words.
Oh, I don't feel. Where is Addis?
Thank you. Thank you to the entire board, the chairperson. for having NJAC here today for this scholarship presentation. That's a tough act to follow, Chairperson. I'm sorry. So I will be very brief. A special thank you to Vice Chair Walker, who serves on the NJAC board. And of all the things that we do at the Association of Counties, I think this is probably my favorite thing. So we're here today to honor some of the most outstanding technical vocational school students that we have in the state. This year, through the NJAC Foundation, we will be giving out over $100,000 in scholarship money to county VOTEC students who are opting to continue their education right here in New Jersey. So without further ado, Chair, I will turn it back over to you, and let's get these kids their checks.
Madam Clerk, and for those wonderful students.
The first laudatory is to congratulate and commend Caden Drumler on receiving the 2025 NJAC Foundation Investor Citizen Bank Scholarship Award. Whereas Caden Drumler, a Secaucus resident, is a 2025 graduate of High Tech High School of the Hudson County Schools of Technology, who has been awarded the 2025 NJAC Foundation Investor Citizen Scholarship Award for Hudson County. This scholarship program is designed to encourage distinguished students who have chosen to pursue their career training at the county or state educational institution within New Jersey. Whereas Caden has consistently demonstrated leadership and initiative. He has served as student council vice president, contributed to the High Tech High School morning announcements, participated in Harvard Model Congress for all 4 years. His most meaningful involvement has been in live sports commentary, both at school events and extremely including New Jersey City University soccer games. This experience has given him a new avenue to pursue his love for sports after stepping away from playing himself. Caden is kind, driven, and sociable. He has a strong work ethic, commitment to personal growth, and dedication to staying actively involved on campus to make him an excellent candidate for this scholarship. And whereas Caden is a motivated, articulate, and well-rounded student who plans to continue his education in New Jersey by committing to Rutgers University, he intends to major in business and sports media and a strong interest in pursuing a career that allows him to combine his communication skills and passion for sports. He is a talented writer and speaker. Whereas Caden Drumler's hard work and commitment to excellence have brought honor upon himself, his family, his school, and the county of Hudson. Now therefore be it resolved by the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners as follow. The board congratulates and commends Caden Drumler on receiving the 2025 NJAC Foundation Investors Bank Citizen Bank Scholarship Award and wishes him every success in his college endeavors. That an appropriate copy of this resolution be presented to Caden Drumler. Commissioner Ponte-Lipsky,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day,
Yeah.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Walker, Chairman Romano.
Yes. We're gonna,
Caden is in the audience.
we're gonna do it all together at the
Yes,
end.
You want to do it all together?
Yes.
The next one is Tiara Hyatt. Tiara Hyatt, a North Bergen resident, is a 2025 graduate of High Tech High School of the Hudson County Schools of Technology and who has been awarded the 2025 NJAC Foundation PSC&G Scholarship Award for Hudson County. This scholarship program is designed to encourage distinguished students who have chosen to pursue their career training at a county or state educational institution within New Jersey. Whereas Tiara Hyatt is an outstanding environmental science academy major known for her academic excellence, curiosity, and leadership. In addition to excelling in her coursework, Tiara applies her passion for sustainability through hands-on work as an intern in the school's lab and greenhouse. Therefore, she supports plant cultivation, system maintenance, and student-led research, gaining valuable real-world experience in sustainable agriculture and innovative growing methods. Tiara is deeply committed to environmental stewardship and eager to expand her knowledge in ecological systems and green technologies. Whereas Tiara Hyatt will pursue her academic career in environmental science this fall at Rutgers University, and whereas Tiara's hard work and commitment to excellence have brought honor upon herself, her family, her school, and the county of Hudson. Now therefore be it resolved by the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners as follows. The board does hereby congratulate and commend Tyara Hyatt upon being awarded the 2025 NJAC Foundation PSE and G Scholarship Award and wish her every success in her college endeavors. That an appropriate copy of this resolution be presented to Tyara Hyatt. Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Walker, Chairman Romano.
Yes.
Laudatory 3, to congratulate and commend Shady Bethesda on receiving the 2025 NJAC Foundation AT&T Scholarship Award. Whereas Shandy Bezeda, a Bayonne resident, is a 2025 graduate of High Tech High School of the Hudson County Schools of Technology, who has been awarded the 2025 NJAC Foundation AT&T Scholarship Award for Hudson County. This scholarship program is designed to encourage distinguished students who have been chosen to pursue their career training at a county or state educational institution within New Jersey. And whereas Shady Beseda is an outstanding candidate who combines creativity, strong problem-solving skills, and leadership with a deep passion for technology. He is eager to apply these talents to build meaningful solutions that create lasting impact. Driven by a desire to start a technology business, Shandy wants to show his persistence, honesty, and heart can lead to both innovation and meaningful impact. He is committed to mental health advocacy, particularly for young men, and hopes to use future platforms to foster connection, openness, and support in both digital and real-world spaces. Whereas Shandy Beseda will pursue his academic career in computer science this fall at the New Jersey School Institute of Technology. And whereas Shady Beseda's hard work and commitment to excellence have brought honor upon himself, his family, his school, and the County of Hudson. Now therefore be it resolved by the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners as follow. The board does hereby congratulate and commend Shandy Beseda upon being awarded the 2025 NJAC Foundation AT&T Scholarship Award and wish him every success in his college endeavors. This and appropriate copy of this resolution will be presented to Shandy Beseda. Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez.
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Walker, Chairman Romano.
Yes.
Laudatory number 4, to congratulate and commend Stephen Chang on receiving the 2025 NJAC Foundation Shy International Scholarship Award. Whereas Stephen Chang, a Bayonne resident, is a 2025 graduate of High Tech High School of the Hudson County Schools of Technology, who has been awarded the 2025 NJAC Foundation Shy International Scholarship Award for Hudson County. This scholarship program is designed to encourage distinguished students who have chosen to pursue their career training at a county or state educational institution within New Jersey. Whereas Stephen is a computer programming major at High Tech High School DFAB Academy, maintains a rigorous academic schedule that includes AP Literature, AP Statistics, contributing to its impressive 3.9 GPA. In addition to excelling academically, Stephen is a student athlete participating on both the junior varsity and varsity volleyball teams. He is an engaged and well-rounded member of the school community, actively involved in the National Honor Society, Math League, and the Music and Audio Tech Club. Stephen also gives back to his peers as a volunteer peer tutor and serves as a peer leader, demonstrating both leadership and a strong commitment to supporting others. Whereas Stephen will pursue his academic career this fall at Rutgers University in computer science. Whereas Stephen's hard work and commitment to excel have brought honor upon himself, his family, his school, and the County of Hudson. Now therefore be it resolved by the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners as follows. The board does hereby congratulate and commend Stephen upon being awarded the 2025 NJAC Foundation Shy International Scholarship Award and wish him every success in his college endeavors. This and appropriate copy of this resolution will be presented to Stephen Chang. Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Walker, Chairman Romano.
Yes.
Laudatory number 5, to congratulate and commend Brandon Algier on receiving the 2025 NJAC Foundation Investor Citizen Bank Scholarship Award. Whereas Brandon, a Bayonne resident, is a 2025 graduate of County Prep High School of the Hudson County Schools of Technology, who has been awarded the 2025 NJAC Foundation Investor Citizen Scholarship Award for Hudson County. This scholarship program is designed to encourage distinguished students who have been chosen to pursue their career training at a county or state educational institution within New Jersey. Whereas Brandon is an excellent student maintaining a rigorous course load throughout high school. He is a polite, mature, and hardworking young man, well-liked by both teachers and peers. Whereas Brandon will pursue his academic career this fall at Hudson County Community College in radiology. He plans to follow his father's footsteps in being a radiologist. Brandon's hard work and commitment to excel have brought honor upon himself, his family, his school, and the county of Hudson. Now therefore be it resolved by the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners as follows. The board does hereby congratulate and commend Brandon Algier upon awarding the 2025 NJAC Foundation Investor Citizen Bank Scholarship Award and wishes him every success in his college endeavors. That an appropriate copy of this resolution be presented to Brandon Algier. Commissioner Pontilivski.
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys.
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno.
Yeah.
Commissioner Sefeli.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day.
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez.
Yes.
Commissioner Walker. Chairman Romano.
Yes.
And we have one more, but the student isn't here.
Okay. Want to have the students come up, we'll take a picture, give them their stuff. Commissioners.
Shouldn't we just, shouldn't we?
You want me to still read that one?
And at least
Still read it?
read the title.
I'll still read it. To congratulate and commend Salida Solis Pukur on receiving the 2025 NJAC Foundation Amazon Scholarship Award. Read the whole thing. Whereas Salida, a Kearney resident, is a 2025 graduate.
Oh, sorry.
I don't have to read the whole thing. Okay,
Well, we
he's
should-
not here.
We'll vote on it though.
Yeah, she's been notified.
Okay.
Do you want all the students to come forward for a
Just wanted
picture?
to vote on
I'm gonna
that.
vote on it, though.
Oh,
We gotta vote.
On that one. Okay, I'm sorry. Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys.
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno.
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli.
I see where Salida from our hometown, Mayor Doyle, is following, unfortunately, the practice of her county commissioner and only shows up for half the meetings, but that's okay. But I proudly vote aye, and I'm glad to see that Kearney's represented. I don't know who Bayonne paid off to get all those students, but Kearney, I'm proud to say and vote aye for our Kearney resident. I vote aye.
Commissioner O'Day.
I vote yes, and I want to find what happened with Jersey City. We're not getting any.
Yeah, help
No.
them too.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Walker, Commissioner, Chairman Romano.
Yes. Right, when I ask them to come up, all the students, please, in front with the commissioners.
City, that's.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Brandon.
Was a lot of reading.
Greg, did you want to say something now, please?
Alan, thank you. Yes, and you got a parking spot.
Okay, at this time for the students, our county executive would like to address you. Go ahead, Craig.
Thank you, Chairman, for allowing me to speak. Hey, Commissioners, these students that have been recognized, I think is a recognition of everything that this board does in support of the schools, right? I mean, over the years, this board and this county executive and my predecessor have always been extremely supportive of the schools. And you guys set the tone in approving a lot of different things so these kids can be successful. And for the kids themselves, move on, move forward, move upward, but know that, we hope that your experience in the schools was a good one. So congratulations.
Thank you, County Executive. Also, on behalf of the board, want to thank you and Jonathan DiFilippo for moving that along with regards to the scoreboard. If you'd like to make a comment on that also.
Well deserved.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on one thing.
Go ahead, Bill.
So Craig, we appreciate all the efforts and work you've done, obviously as county exec, but even prior to that, when you were the chief of staff and you were the chair of the Schools of Technology Board, those schools continue to be among the most impressive in the state of New Jersey. And we had a little discussion at the caucus the other day, and I guess we'd like to get engaged with the schools in figuring out how we start to bring some sports back there. It's many years since they did away sports at that school. We understand they may have to be done in small incremental steps, but having gone to some of the intramural events that they have there, students love sports and they love when the students that they root for are students that are there from their own school. So hopefully we can start a little bit of a dialogue and process with whoever we need to at the school to maybe in the fall at least get a couple of sports started and then see how we can build it from there. So as always, we appreciate the cooperative effort in which you always work with this board.
Thank you.
Okay. Madam Clerk, continue.
Yeah, the next order of business is the additional discussion on today's agenda, and I turn it over to the administration.
Mr. Chairman, I have no additional items.
This is to the public. According to the policy set by the Board of County Commissioners, members of the public are asked to limit their comments to 5 minutes when discussing agenda items, and 3 minutes at the conclusion of the meeting for persons who submitted a written request to discuss matters of public interest. At this time, the public may address the board on any item on the agenda. Please keep your comments limited to 5 minutes. Are there any speakers on the agenda items only? I seeing none.
Which is the one?
No speakers. May I have a motion to approve all the items on the consent agenda?
Motion.
A second?
Second.
Oh, wait a second.
Walker was second.
Yeah, which ones was
We have to.
Commissioner Walker?
We do that.
Get Walker's.
Yeah, Commissioner Walker.
Give them all to Cedeno.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, and 27.
Cedeno,
Mr.
take it.
Sedano's- Okay,
Okay, and that
With-
was a motion by Uriah and seconded by Fanning.
okay. And with that correction, may I, roll call. Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day.
Gotta come back because I've got to vote no on one of them, so.
Okay. Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes, I just want to make a comment on the one item with regards to the discussion previously with regards to 4 years. That affects over 79 employees. And with regard to 4 years, it really becomes 2 years because it's for the years 2024 and 2025. So it really turns out to be 2 years.
We didn't vote on that one yet, just so you know.
Commissioner O'Day, you wanted me to come back to you?
Yes, I'm gonna vote no on number 27. as I've-
27?
Yes, as I've stated previously, I have serious concerns with the lack of services, programming, et cetera, that is provided by Essex County to our juveniles. I think it's critical that our juveniles be afforded the best opportunity to rehabilitate themselves, to get a fresh start, chance of opportunity. I've been dealing with some nonprofits in the community that express great concern as to what happens to when those individuals are released from Essex County and how much learning loss they have suffered while they're at that juvenile detention facility. And I know that we on our own, and again, I credit everyone in the county that has done this, has gone out of our way to create some programming for many of the juvenile detentions from Hudson County. But there are really significant problems there.
personas que me llaman.
There are still very significant issues and problems there that we need to stay on top of and that we need to address and take whatever action legal, if necessary, to make sure that these juveniles are given an opportunity. Because not only while they were there, if you don't properly offer them the educational schooling while they're there, many of them are already behind when they go there. They fall so much farther behind that our local schools don't even want to take them back. And all we're doing is creating a pathway, not to rehabilitation, but a pathway ultimately to a state correctional institution. So I cannot, in good conscience, vote for that. I understand because we're no longer operating a juvenile detention facility, our options are somewhat limited, but that's just not good enough an excuse for me. And I will vote aye on the rest.
It's noted on 27 that Commissioner O'Day is a no vote. I have one ordinance for introduction. It's an ordinance to establish and authorize salary increases for certain county offices and positions, including the staff of the commissioners, in accordance with the provision of the New Jersey law and the Hudson County Administrative Code. Roll call. Commissioner Pontilivski, Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day,
No.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Romano.
Yes.
The ordinance has been introduced.
Yeah, can we just get clarity, because I know the chairman said that it's only for 2 more years. The memorandum at the beginning says this proposed ordinance, which complies with state controller statements, applies the annual market adjustments for the years 2025 through 2028. So 26, 27, 28. I think would be 3 years, so I don't know if it's only 2. Can we get some
No,
clarity?
you're correct,
Oh,
Commissioner.
thank you.
Alberico, I was wrong, it wasn't 24,
3 years.
25, okay. And I stand corrected.
And that's the reason why I vote against it. I think every year we should vote on it. We've done that for many years. Almost all the time, I actually vote for them, even though I defer or don't take the raise. I don't want to deprive those 79 individuals of it. But doing it for 3 years forward, it seems like we're kind of finding a way not to have to vote on it maybe during a re-election years. And we shouldn't be afraid to do it. They're not outlandish increases, but the public should be able to come and speak each and every time.
Thank you. Continue, Madam Clerk.
We have 5 ordinance for public hearing. Ordinance 1A1, ordinance amending ordinance number 234-4, 2013, motor vehicle towing regulations within chapter 200 and organizing towing regulations as appendix C to the Hudson County Administrative Code. This is the time fixed for the public hearing of this ordinance, which was introduced at the meeting of June 26, 2025, advertised as required by law, together with the notice of hearing for this time. It's been posted on the County Commissioner's Bulletin Board and made available to general public. Are there any speakers on this ordinance? Seeing none, I'd like to have a motion to close the hearing.
Motion.
Daniel and Rodriguez.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? On the final adoption, Commissioner Aponte Lipsky,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
The ordinance has been adopted. A2, the ordinance amending ordinance number 58-1, 2025, establishing the regulations for the use of the county building by the public. This is the time fixed for the public hearing of this ordinance, which was introduced at the meeting of June 26, 2025. Advertised as required by law, together with a notice of hearing for this time. It's been posted on the County Commissioners Bulletin Board and made available to the general public. Are there any speakers on this ordinance?
Yes. Bloomberg.
Good afternoon, Mark Bloomberg from West New York. So on Monday, we posted or the county posted the agenda for this meeting. I looked and I saw this was an amendment that looked interesting to me, so I requested an Oprah because that's the only way to read these ordinances. I received it on Tuesday and was busy, and so I didn't actually get to read it until Wednesday. And then, silly me, when I requested it, I didn't request what the original ordinance was that this was amending. So I have two asks here. One is on transparency, and then one goes towards the practicality of what we're doing here. So I know I've been in here before and I've requested more transparency of asking, can we post these ordinances in advance? And are we making any progress on this, so that we can see what's been passed and what and
As
what
a
will be.
technicality, that is not the subject matter of the ordinance. It's a different issue. The public hearing on the ordinance is on the content of the ordinance only.
I respectfully disagree and think that to some degree it's tangentially attributable to what we're doing. Because the use of public county buildings and an individual's ability to access and use a public building to get the information to make a decision as to whether or not to speak on items, or at least get access to information on items on an agenda, I think is a legitimate.
If you address us with your questions.
Yeah.
And we'll
That-
address the transparency after you speak.
That's very fair. So as far as practicality goes, I was in a county building in Braddock Park over the weekend, and I was photographing a violation, which has since been taken care of. But like, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, well, I don't really understand what the laws are. And I mean, I was taking a picture of a violation. The vendor, as I've previously mentioned, isn't allowing access to the second floor. But if I continue to take pictures in this public building, since I don't have the full amendment in front of me and don't have time for an Oprah, my question today is, can I legally do that in that space, or does this prevent me from taking pictures in that building?
Right after you finish speaking, our legal counsel will answer your question. Okay.
Yeah, that's the entirety of my comments. Thank you.
Can I ask our counsel a question? If I understand the speaker's question, is that it's difficult for him to intelligently discuss the ordinance, which is an amendment to a prior ordinance that's before us today. And it's difficult for him to ascertain because he didn't have the underlying ordinance that's being amended. And so it's hard to discern what's being changed. Is that the?
That's one portion of it. And more largely, since I don't have that, yeah, I would just like an interpretation of, am I allowed to take pictures in that space?
Okay, when you're finished, you let us know. and then-
When's the, so if I can just follow up that with our counsel. So until this ordinance is adopted, would the speaker be in violation, in your opinion, would the speaker be in violation of the existing ordinance, the pre-amendment, if he were to take pictures in county facilities? So can I?
Let him finish speaking. Let him finish speaking. After the speaker finishes, then
I
Alberico.
have just another question. I don't want to belabor it, but
Commissioner
were to-
Spelli, they can't hear him speaking.
they
He's
can't
got to
hear
put
me?
the mic
I'm
closer
sorry.
to his mouth.
Can you
Thank
hear me
you.
now? I'm sorry. So the second question is, and again, excuse my ignorance on the process, but if we were to vote aye on this and adopt this amendment to the existing ordinance today, when does it take effect? Doesn't
Immediately.
it have to be published
No,
again?
We advertised already.
Well, that's for the
20
introduction.
days.
Mhm.
20 days.
But the effective date is for 20 days.
Correct.
So that, to a certain extent, might answer your question. That notwithstanding whatever we do today, you got 20 days to take your pictures. I think, if that's right, I just don't want you to go out tonight and take a picture and somebody slaps you with a summons. I don't want that to happen to you. So.
Agreed. I also want to know in 21 days.
Yeah, no, I get it, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Mark, you finish speaking, and then we're gonna have Alberico and Ed will
Okay.
answer you. Okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, Alberico.
Yes, and Commissioner Cefali, as a fellow attorney, I know you and I like when the questions are easy to answer. The good thing for you, Mr. Bloomberg, is number one, I would love to talk to you and provide you a copy of the original ordinance. Number two, the good thing is it only affects county buildings. So you can take pictures in the park. The park is an open space. It's not a county building.
It's a county park and I was in a county building in the
In-
park.
A building within.
Oh, you were in a building within the park?
Yes.
Okay, and which building was that?
It's referred to as the Boathouse or the Environmental Center in Braddock Park. It contains 2 vendors and a second floor with seating.
And I will gladly talk to you that because the ordinance talks about which buildings of the county have public access or restricted access or no access. The ordinance only talks about what your rights for filming and photographing based on the designation of the building. Without knowing more, and I can find out more after the meeting with our parks director and speak to you, it seems to me that the building you're talking about is a building that has access to the public. And therefore, I just need to know what the access of the building is to the public, and that will determine what you are able to do in that area. And the original ordinance has that. The amendment doesn't affect that aspect of the ordinance. But we can provide you both that, the original ordinance, and the answers to your question.
Okay, see him after the meeting then, Mark?
Yep.
Good.
Thank you.
Also, Carol.
Are there additional speakers on this ordinance?
Carol Jean, one comment, can we ensure with the legal department that these ordinances are put up on the
Okay.
agendas, please, for the benefit of the public?
We'll
Go
take
ahead.
care of that.
So,
Go ahead, Bill.
so prior to closing, so obviously I voted against the one in January. And I'm gonna vote against this one. But if you have the ordinance in front of you, it says public hearing. A public hearing for the purpose of hearing persons interested or affected by this proposed ordinance, authorizing the assessment, shall be held on June 26th, 2025, at 567 Pavonia. What public hearing was held on that date?
The public hearing, the address is incorrect. The public hearing should have been for the public hearing for the ordinance.
Oh, but it says June 26th.
July
That's
7th.
when it was
Today's July.
passed.
That's a typo then.
Well, it's a pretty significant
Pretty
typo.
significant typo.
If someone had been here on that day, there wasn't a public hearing on this ordinance. That's a pretty significant typographical error to have the wrong date for when a public hearing's held. Otherwise you're adopting, otherwise, if I say nothing, you adopt an ordinance that's inaccurate because it says a public hearing was held on a date a public hearing was not held.
I'm being told by our department actually as we speak that it was fixed prior to that.
So we got it.
Just
wrong.
give it to me.
It wasn't given to you by me.
Do you have a copy of what was advertised?
We're getting it.
Absolutely. We have it upstairs in our
Get
records.
it? Can I
Sure.
see it before we vote on it?
Chairman, it's being retrieved from the clerk's office right now.
And also just to say something else, when the notices go out, they have the actual hearing. So if there's an error in the ordinance when it's published, as I'm sure the clerk can confirm, the correct date of the hearing was published.
Okay.
That's what I want to
That's what
see.
you want to see.
No, what I'm saying is besides that, when it's published by the clerk as required by law, it had the correct date for today.
Okay,
Well, we assume that. We assume that, sir. Let's see that. Also, you're speaking for the clerk to speak, the clerk can speak for herself.
I'm not speaking for the clerk.
You
The
just,
clerk,
you just did.
Well, why don't we just wait and see
Yeah.
what the what
Con-
actual
continue
public.
while
Trying to
we're waiting.
retrieve it right now.
Continue while we're waiting.
Let's not. go
Carol,
nuts.
continue, Madam Clerk, continue while we're waiting.
Because if it was corrected, it's interesting that we didn't get a copy of what was corrected. This was not generated by this office, correct? Where does the agenda start? Up with the administration of the law department. So this was a document, correct me if I'm wrong, that was provided to us from your office, correct?
correct.
Okay, so you gave us the wrong date. Even though you said that you corrected it, somebody still, I'm not meaning you personally, somebody still gave us the wrong date.
Carol?
I'm
Victor?
glad you think it's funny because
I'm-
hopefully one day it's not
I-
something
There,
lot more significant than a date.
nothing
Carol,
funny,
continue.
Commissioner.
Carol,
You're saying that
continue.
I did something, that's
No,
all.
I didn't, I went out of.
All right,
to say-
Alvarico,
I didn't say
Understood.
you.
enough.
Yeah, I didn't
enough.
say you. I said someone in the law.
See Mr. Bloomberg after the meeting.
Absolutely.
Carol Jean,
This-
continue with the meeting.
Okay, there being no further speakers on this ordinance, may I have a motion to close the hearing?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Rodriguez and Cedeno.
All in favor?
No,
Aye.
no,
On the
No.
final
No.
adoption?
Hold on,
No,
no.
but two of us voted no.
So
Just
you got-
for the record.
go through the roll call.
Okay. On the final adoption, Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys,
I'm gonna defer, I want to hear what the no's are for.
Commissioner Cedeno.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Said yes.
Yes. Commissioner Sefeli,
Abstain.
Commissioner O'Day,
I vote no. We haven't got information. I don't know whether what I'm voting on is what was published in the newspaper or not.
Commissioner Rodriguez.
Could you let me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Commissioner.
So I don't know if what we're voting on was published in the newspaper.
Can we?
Even if the date, even if what was published in the newspaper
This is the public hearing.
stated there was a hearing this date, did it say that there was a public hearing on June 26th? I think we should know that before any of us votes on it. Obviously, I've had issues with this from the beginning. I voted against the original ordinance in January. I think it has a chilling effect on individuals' ability to go in, to record, in public buildings. This just kind of adds to the fire, as it relates to the enforcement from the sheriff officers. But I found it funny to say, we are happy to report that the public has not made any complaints regarding our original ordinance, and this amendment is largely due to enforcement concern. Well, maybe because you couldn't enforce it, nobody complained. And secondly, the only time someone's gonna complain is when they get themselves in a situation that causes them to be thrown out of a building, which is what this ordinance is gonna make it easier for the sheriff officers to do.
Is the other one coming down?
Can I make a comment about?
Go ahead, Al.
I understand Commissioner O'Day's comments. He's going to vote no, notwithstanding what
Correct.
the ordinance says. That, because he stated that on the record with the previous vote. My question to the county council and to our council is that assuming when we see a copy of the notice that was actually published, if that notice correctly recites today as the hearing, if that's what our notice says, does that cure any defect that occurred prior to that with the wrong date? And so it's appropriately before us to vote on the final adoption of it today. Or if the notice comes back, well, we're speculating. Let's see what the notice comes back in a few minutes. So I don't know why we're taking a vote right now. Let's wait till the notice comes in. Because if the notice comes in that the clerk's office published the notice with the correct date, then my question is, does that cure any typographical defect? If the notice unfortunately comes back to the June 26th date, that's a problem. I don't know how to get around that, except to withdraw and republish. I don't know.
Okay, then let's just hold that one in.
Hold this one aside.
Question?
Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
June 26th was one of our county commission meetings.
Yeah.
That's a public meeting, correct?
There was no public hearing.
That was the introduction.
That's the introduction. We're talking about there should have been a hearing.
Today's hearing.
What it says.
If,
The hearing's today.
and again, I'm gonna ask legal because I'm not a lawyer, but with respect to if it was advertised correctly, does that, like Commissioner Cifelli said, does that eliminate,
Cure the defect.
cure the defect?
All right, well, we're waiting.
Well, wait, we'll
to see
just
what
wait
the
for it. I think
Paperwork
maybe
is, hold
we
it in
can vote.
abeyance. Carol Jean, move on to the next one. We'll hold this in abeyance until the paperwork comes down.
Mr. Chairman?
Go ahead.
If I just may, I think what you were voting on was to close the public hearing. You were not voting to adopt the
Correct.
ordinance.
Okay,
Oh, we
That's
voted-
correct.
we voted to close the hearing. That was all in favor, aye, whatever.
No.
Now,
no,
Commissioner.
but-
What
No,
happened was
no.
you and Cifelli voted no, and so
No,
then
it's not-
so that they take a roll call to close the hearing. That's what you were voting on.
I don't know, you can have a vote on a hearing that legally shouldn't take place in the first place.
Well, that's a different story.
That's
Chairman,
that's different.
Yes, yeah, but that's what you were voting on.
hold on.
Close the hearing.
Chairman,
Hold
to
on,
the,
go ahead.
to Commissioner Cifelli's point, I think the prudent thing at this moment would be to postpone the vote until we have the actual document that was
Agreed.
presented
Good.
as the notice to the public.
Yeah.
And then that will resolve the issue as to whether the hearing was publicly noticed properly.
Go ahead. Carol Jean, continue with the other ordinance.
A3, ordinance amending Chapter 200, Article 8.11 of the Administrative Code to establish a restricted parking space at JFK Boulevard, City of Bayonne, for Magda D. Torres. This is the fixed time for the public hearing of this ordinance, which was introduced at the meeting of June 26, 2025, advertised as required by law, together with a notice of hearing for this time. It's been posted on the County Commissioners Bulletin Board, made available to the general public. Are there any speakers on this ordinance? Seeing none, I ask for a motion to close the hearing.
Motion.
Sedano and Lipsky.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
On the final adoption, Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Cifelli,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day,
yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
The ordinance has been adopted. Ordinance 4, ordinance amending ordinance number 289-05, 2019, Article 17 of the Hudson County Administrative Code to mandate minimum hourly rates of pay, vacation benefits, and health insurance benefits for certain non-county employees providing services to the county. This is the time fixed for this public hearing of this ordinance, which was introduced at the meeting of June 26, 2025, advertised as required by law, together with a notice of hearing for this time. It's been posted on the County Commissioners Bulletin Board and made available to the general public. Are there any speakers on this ordinance? Seeing none, I'll ask for a
To
motion
close.
to close the hearing. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? On the final adoption, Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Cifelli,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
The ordinance has been adopted. Ordinance 5, ordinance authorizing local enforcement of the New Jersey Uniform Fire Code. This is the time fixed for the public hearing of this ordinance, which was introduced at the meeting of June 26, 2025, advertised as required by law, together with a notice of hearing for this time. It's been posted on the County Commissioners Bulletin Board and made available to the general public. Are there any speakers on this ordinance? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to close the hearing.
Motion.
Lipsky and Cifelli.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? On the final adoption, Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Cifelli, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
The ordinance has been adopted. This concludes the items of business on today's agenda. Are there any comments from the commissioners on the business of the board?
Commissioners, go ahead, Bill.
There are two items today. the Two items today on the agenda that I think were particularly critically important. The first one relates to our support of funding the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. I can't be any more adamant about the fact that taking $125 million away from that fund jeopardizes 30, 40 significant smaller affordable housing projects in Hudson County and throughout the state. Those are often, or more often than not, projects where local not-for-profits are involved. There are several not-for-profits, Family Promise, Black Law Enforcement Serving Community, among others locally. You got to pursuing those dollars. Without those dollars, those projects will not happen. And I appreciate the fact that we strongly supported this. And I would hope that our legislators take whatever actions are necessary sooner rather than later to find a way to restore that. One of the reasons they didn't fund it is they decided to take the tax away on properties sold for more than $1 million, eliminate that and raise the amount to $2 million. So I don't think the people selling homes for more than $1 million would have found themselves in bankruptcy if they had to continue to pay that fee. The second resolution that clearly affects the county, but my district, relates to the proposed merger of New Jersey City University and Kane University. Currently, without legislation, the tenured professors at NJCU will have zero protection. Many of them have been there for decades, protecting their rights, ensuring that those tenured professors continue to be tenured professors as part of that merger is critical. They've provided education to our young men and women for many, many years. And the importance of any merger, of minimizing the negative impacts, is a critical component. And the passing of this and getting our legislature to enact this quickly before the merger takes place, I think is something that we all need to support. So, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, continue, Madam Clerk.
Are there any comments from the Chief of Staff to the County Executive?
Continue.
This is the time for persons who submitted a timely written request to address the board on any matter of public interest. Please remember to limit your comments to 3 minutes. We do have speakers. The
Okay.
first one that signed up was Leroy Truth,
He's not here.
James Reginald,
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Reginald James, and I'm the managing partner and founder of Revision House, which is a cooperative sober living facility licensed by DCA. We've been in existence since 2020 when we first opened, and we were housing men that were COVID quarantine individuals for the state through a contract with Volunteers of America, Delaware Valley. When that was over, we approached the County of Hudson as there seemed to be a need for housing. When I sent a letter out, they contacted us the same day, actually, you know. It took a year, which our place was empty for a year, to finally get awarded an RFP to do this. 4 months after, I had documented that social services was not filling our beds. And as a small company, you know, we have very tight margins. And we were being compliant on our side, and we didn't feel that social services was being compliant. So I made issue of this. So I'm basically here to heighten the complaint because a number of things happened over time, some of a very sensitive nature, but we did contact the law department and verbally, by email in March and then formally in April. And they have responded. I understand because of the sensitivity, there's going to be a third party involved, but we're trying to stay solvent. And what happened, while we made clear that, we were hurting because our beds weren't being filled, another operation was allowed to open, another transitional housing, to add insult to injury. So I wanted that investigated. I'm waiting for transparency about this. And there are two other matters of lesser importance, but because of this, Commissioner O'Day, as well as Commissioner Walker, which I'm in both of those, on the borderline of both of their districts, toured our place. I invite all the commissioners to tour our place because we give a standard of very high quality services. The evaluator was there 2 months ago, and she said that there's no place like this in the state, in an urban area.
Okay. Thank you. The
Can I
time,
ask a question?
time is
Mr.
up.
James? Mr. James, from your last comments, I gather that your facility is in Jersey City. And,
On Bergen Avenue,
okay, how many beds?
10.
10 beds are
Yeah,
available?
it's the only licensed cooperative sober living facility in the county.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
I've just a couple, but it is my district. So, Mr. James is correct. We are trying to address the issue, and his concerns are legitimate. Whatever the past is, we can't change the past. Whatever reason additional facilities were brought on, we can try to even figure out when, why, and how, but the reality is, in order to ensure that your facility can properly operate, we've undertaken, the county, a process whereby they would be able to pay for all the beds on a regular basis in order to ensure that you have the income stream necessary to operate. And clearly, that's critical. You and I have had numerous conversations. I have the greatest degree of respect for you. I have tremendous respect for your passion for this particular issue and the critical nature of it. And I think we just need to find out when we can move forward with awarding the contract. I know that the proposals have been received. They're being reviewed. But obviously that addresses it. Now, as usually is the case, there are no perfect solutions. And in our discussion back and forth, because the county is also sensitive from their own economic perspective, that there will be times that there may be individuals referred there just based on the demand that may not fit into what the core mission of your facility is. And we've talked about that. And that there should be a certain level of latitude within sending individuals to that facility, of ensuring that individuals that go there are not in fact having a detrimental impact on what the core mission of that is. And I think that we've, never come up with a perfect solution, but I think they've come up with a good solution to balance to be able to do that. But until that resolution comes before that, and that resolution gets approved, you're still in a bit of limbo. I know they've been trying to increase to make sure that they get as close as possible to filling all the beds, but the long-term solution is getting that reviewed and voted on. And we only have one meeting a month during the summer. So now, which July, you got another month until that resolution can even come before this board. So I'm sensitive to it. I do urge all the board commissioners to go there. You'll see how it operates. You'll see what's important about it for the population that it serves, what the core mission is. And then hopefully we can move forward with providing an agreement with you that will ensure a revenue stream that allows the facility to operate. Otherwise, there's a clear risk of it going out of business, and then individuals that need the additional services are not going to have them. And if you ask the director, we need more beds and more facilities, not potentially losing those that we already have.
Thank you, Bill. Next speaker, please.
Next speaker is Deval Murphy.
Go ahead, Bob.
I just want to ask one question. What is your target population again, please?
10.
And it's for the entire county, or is it just for
Yeah.
Jersey City?
The whole county.
The whole county?
Yes,
Oh, do you-
county, yes.
Do you have some kind of paperwork to?
I
distribute
do.
to us?
I actually want to leave,
Just give it all to the clerk,
Yeah,
sir.
and then we'll.
okay.
Can I-
Matt-
I'll reach out- I'll
Matt-
reach out.
Check a full package.
Go ahead, Carol Jean, next speaker.
No, Al.
Bob Murphy.
Wait, one last question.
Go ahead.
Mr. James. Mr. James, in your opening comments, you said that your facility has been, maybe I'm misstating it, approved by DCA.
You need to speak into the mic.
As DCA,
Commissioner.
by DCA.
Yes. Department of Consumer Affairs.
In my earlier life, I was a member of a local hospital board, and when we needed something to be approved so that we could get funding, they called it a certificate of need. Now, is there an analogous certificate that DCA gave you that said that your facility rises up to a level of competence for different functions, that it's like a kind of a pre-qualification? Did you?
Yeah, we're inspected annually,
Yeah.
and we go through the inspection. As I said, we're the only Class F.
I don't know what that means.
Class F is.
Mr. James, you know what, Mr. James, if
I can talk to you
after the meeting, you can meet with Commissioner.
I'll talk to you.
You'll call after
Okay.
the meeting, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Deval Murphy, I don't see him here. Next one is Mark Bloomberg.
Thank you.
Mark? Thank you, Mr. James.
Yeah, hi, Mark Bloomberg. So wanted to talk primarily about Braddock Park today. On the northern part of the park, there's a service road that also referred to as a driveway that leads into what's colloquially referred to as the preschool parking lot. From time to time, there is a gate that gets locked that prevents folks from accessing it. And so given the lease between North Bergen and the county, I'm curious about whose jurisdiction it really is. Who's locking the gates? Is it the sheriff? Is it the Parks Department? Is it North Bergen? Is it the North Bergen Board of Education? Similarly, whose jurisdiction is the parking lot as well? And what's the criteria for when and why those gates are locked? So that's item number one. The other thing I wanted to raise, just for awareness, so on July 8th, a public hearing was held regarding the building of the permanent preschool in Braddock Park, which you've already voted on. I just wanted to give you a quick update that unofficially we had 24 people opposing from the public, 10 were in favor. The majority of those people who spoke in favor were elected officials, members of the Board of Education, and other folks affiliated with the Board of Education. There have also been hundreds of emails that have been sent in opposition to allowing the diversion to continue. Inexplicably, a second public hearing has been called on April 13th. We haven't been told why.
August, you mean.
I'm sorry, August 13th, with the comment period until August 27th. So the comment period was supposed to end on the 22nd of this month. So it's been extended 6 weeks as well. If you think nothing has changed in the last couple of years, well, just last week, Governor Murphy signed a couple of laws. One is that all municipalities have to offer full-time kindergarten within 5 years. It's shocking to me that there are municipalities that don't have full-time kindergarten. But if you only have 5 years to do it, where do you think people are going to build these schools? Also, what Murphy signed was an expansion of preschool as well. So over the next couple of years, there's going to be a large demand for facilities, and there's a precedent that's being set with this diversion here that this echoes across the state because it's DEP. So I just wanted to say, since other elected officials spoke at this public hearing, during the public hearing portion, some of you may have changed your minds on this matter. I'm asking you to go back on the record. If you've changed your mind, comment at that meeting or send emails into the DEP in North Bergen. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Jonathan, after the meeting, can you meet Mr. Bloomberg about the lock and gate in the parking lot? And Alberico, can you also inform him with regards to the status of the diversion, where we're at? And then also let the board know where we're at with that. Okay?
Thank you.
And you're going to get the, Carol Jean, you could see about how the ordinances are going up to for the transparency. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Next speaker is Raymond Mitchell.
All right, guys. I gave notice to Esther Suarez and also the chief of homicide and internal affairs to be here. Are they here? With the information that Romano said that my father died of COVID that they stated. I called them up. And also Fanny about that personnel, about Lily, whose personnel?
Excuse me. There's no direct back and forth. You have your minutes to speak. Please speak.
Okay, so is anybody here with the information about my father died of COVID, the mystery death? Adam? You and Matthew Plankin, anything?
Adam's not going to address you either. You can't go
Okay.
back. You have to speak and make your
Well,
thing. It's not a dialogue.
Well, I'm getting obstructed. I called the prosecutor's office and they don't have anything. I called the medical examiners. They don't have anything. So since March 30th, 2020, the mystery death of my father strangled, okay? Trying to find out what's happening here. And Hackensack Meridian, #1 hospital, North Bergen Harborage, they sold it. So I don't get no justice, I guess. Everybody else gets all love in here and happiness and cheers and everything else. How about Greg Guy? What does he know? Is he available
has
to
nothing
speak?
do with that.
Nothing. Nobody has nothing to do with it. Everybody hangs out with Brian Stack though, right? And also Bob Menendez. Those two are the only people that knew my father. And they knew where he was in that nursing home. I have a recording here. Maybe you guys can hear it.
Slam, wow, that's how I can do.
Straight from the nurse. I can't get nobody arrested for something.
Fine, I had seen him the night before, he was fine. During the night at 2:30, they took his temperature, so at 2:30, he was okay. Then they start making rounds after that, like before the shift test. So, 4 and 5. Uh-huh. So the nurse that was,
Chairman, the time's expired.
Time's up, Mr. Mitchell. Advice would be to speak to the
Right.
doctor who signed the
Who?
certificate.
Who?
Speak to the doctor.
Well, I need to, it's fraud under that certificate. I want to get them all arrested right now. For obstruction, accessory, everything.
Chairman, the speaker's time has expired.
Of course.
Thank you. Next
All
speaker.
right, so when do I get this letter from
Next-
whoever, the
next
prosecutor's office from here that,
We have-
about my
we don't-
father?
Sabura Alexander.
I'm sorry?
Is it Sabura
here.
Alexander? She's
And-
not here.
Did they work? They can't be here.
That was that was our last speaker that signed up, Chairman. Before we ask for an adjournment, did we get an answer on ordinance?
Where's the
number 2?
ordinance? That paperwork?
Classify that, say that today's hearing date for the hearing on the ordinance. I have it right in front of me. It says notice public hearing on the above ordinance will be held at a meeting of the Board of County Commissioners of the County of Hudson on July 17th, 2025 at 1 p.m. in the Commissioners Assembly Chamber, first floor, Hudson County Administration Annex 567, Pavonia Avenue, Jersey City, New Jersey, published in the Star Ledger on July 2nd, 2025.
Is the body of the ordinance in the advertisement?
The entire, it's the ordinance as well as the notice that I just read as well.
So does the ordinance published have a section that says public hearing?
It does.
And what does that section say?
It says June 26th, and then 2 paragraphs down where it says the notice for the public hearing, which is published in the record. And my suggestion would be, and if
False information.
council to the board disagrees, that page is replaced because the notice that went out to the public
It's false
says
information.
what the date of the hearing is.
Just today.
My question though, County Council, is that my question earlier was, it was a two-step question. Number one, does the notice that was actually published recite today as the public hearing? And I think the answer is in the affirmative.
Correct.
Number two, with that said, does that cure any, I wouldn't say defect, any incorrect date in the resolution that we had when we introduced it, when we voted to introduce it? Because that, as I recall, or as I understand, that original motion that we approved for introduction said the June 26th was the date for the hearing.
Say yes.
Well, but just so I get my facts straight, the first notice was that the public hearing on the ordinance was going to take place on June 26th. That's what we adopted on June, whenever we adopted it, to the introduction.
It was
introduction.
introduced. No, it was just
On the
introduced.
introduction.
On the,
Introduced it.
on the, and that ordinance, that form of ordinance recited that there would be, assuming it was approved, there would be a public hearing on what date? The original form, not what the notice was that was published, but the original date of what we voted for,
Correct.
What-
26th.
the 26th. So subsequently, the official public notice setting forth today as the hearing, notwithstanding the fact that there was another date.
Which is the correct date of the notice.
Okay, so my question, then, question two is, in your opinion and in our council opinion, is that sufficient to cure any typographical error or whatever error in what we voted for on, when we voted for? I don't remember the date that we voted for the introduction of it. And we established in that resolution or that approval, we established a date for the final hearing. And that final hearing date and what we voted for that day was a date in June. Is that right?
Yes, but the note,
But
the answer to your question.
But the notice that got published had the correct date, which is today.
That is correct.
So my question is, in your opinion, both council, is that public notice with the correct date of July 17th for the public hearing today, is that sufficient to cure any procedural defect that we can vote today on the ordinance, the final adoption? That's my question.
The notice that is published in the Star Ledger, which notifies the public, says the date as signed by the clerk of this board as to when someone from the public can appear,
Know that.
being today. So that's my answer would be that it does cure it.
Okay,
If it's
so
even,
your answer is
if
yes. That's
if we
what-
could even call it a default, it's,
I'm not saying it's a defect.
We got a copy of that Star Ledger?
yeah.
You-
Is that the newspaper?
But just so we're clear, the,
'Cause I
the-
didn't know the Star Ledger published
No,
anymore.
it's on.
It's
they did,
online.
they digitally
Oh,
publish.
digital. Oh,
So
I'm gonna get the Star Ledger.
the answer is that the notice setting forth today as the final hearing was the notice that appeared in the publication through the New York Star or the Star Ledger. And in that case, is it in your legal opinion that that cures any defect with respect to the date that was in the resolution that we adopted introducing the ordinance for the?
I think Al Barico, we're going and spinning
Yeah,
in circles. Al's asked you 3 times. Is it a yes or a no? Did it
The
cure
answer is
defect?
yes, and we even had a
Bonnie
member
sounded
from the
a lot
public.
happy.
That's what I wanted to know.
Cured.
Okay.
And the notice to the public is accurately published.
Okay, so now
Go ahead.
you're proposing to adopt an ordinance with a lie in.
That's what you're talking
Right? That's what you're proposing to do.
A lie.
You're proposing, hold on.
But
the
what
ordinance that will be
zoning?
Adopted.
Planning
Hold on,
board.
Allow me
hold
to
on, I
finish.
can't
I
hear.
did not interrupt you.
Planning board, if you look.
Ordinance
at the
that-
Carrie,
we
mute
have-
your mic, Carrie.
The
We can't.
ordinance that you're going to adopt, which will then be a public record for any citizen to get, is going to say the following. A public hearing for the purpose of persons interested in or affected by this, authorizing the assessment shall be held on June 26th. It's not held on that date.
But that's not a
The
lie.
record, you should amend your ordinance.
That's exactly what I
You should
stated.
amend the
Yes.
ordinance because otherwise you're adopting an ordinance that has a false statement in it.
Can we make?
I disagree.
How do you not amend how do you allow an ordinance to adopt that as an obvious false statement in it?
That happens all
recommend
the
that we-
time in the law.
It's a typo
For
error.
adoption,
It's more than a typo.
that there's a
It's more than a
correction to
typo.
So
the.
before you adopt the ordinance,
There's a
make
correction.
an amendment to
Exactly.
correct the date.
Okay.
What I'm saying.
All right. So Carol Jean, it's going to be a motion.
You gotta go all the way back because you were halfway through a vote.
Yeah, we're halfway through.
We're going to start over.
Start over on it.
This, just to correct the record, this is to close the public hearing? This is a
Right.
vote to close the public hearing.
Public hearing first.
Yeah,
You're not doing.
withdraw my
Someone's
abstention.
gonna correct you when you're wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Motion to close the hearing.
There are no further speakers, so I'm looking for a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion,
Is there a second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, Basilisa.
Opposed?
Abstaining on
You're
even
abstaining?
closing the hearing, yeah.
Commissioner,
I think there may be some members from the public that were confused. They saw the ad in the paper, they read it, it said 26th. They said, oh, the hearing must have already been held. I would have loved to come speak, but in reading the body of the ordinance, it says that there was a hearing held already. There must be an error in advertising it now, so I'm not gonna go to that. Or they may also say, wow, I would have went at 4:30 in the afternoon, but interestingly, the legislative body chose to do an ordinance like this that affects the public so much at a 1 PM meeting. So I have a job, so I can't take off to go to the hearing. So I'm gonna abstain on closing the hearing.
on the final adoption, Commissioner Pontilivski.
Well, we got to
Amendment.
amendment.
We'll amend it first.
Amendment
I'm
to
sorry.
change it, correct,
Amendment.
counsel?
Yes.
First-
Motion has to be made.
A motion
amended.
to make on the amendment to the ordinance
The
number
corrected
2,
effective date.
Correcting the date. of
correcting the
public-
effective
Date of public-
date of the public hearing.
Motion.
Motion and a second.
Kelly and Lipsky.
I'll do a roll call.
Shouldn't you read into the record what your amendment is? That would make good sense, I think.
Alberico?
And we will bring down, obviously, a print copy of it. It will change section 6.A to a public hearing for the purpose of hearing persons interested in or affected by this proposed ordinance authorizing the assessment shall be held on July 17th at 567 Pavonia Avenue, Board of Commissioners Chambers, first floor, Jersey City, New Jersey, 07306 at 1 PM. And again, as certified in the classified ad.
A vote on the amendment. Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day,
No,
Commissioner Rodriguez,
you can't change what already happened.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Carrie?
She's on the phone.
she's on mute.
Keep going, keep going. He's talking to someone.
Okay, go ahead.
Chairman Romano,
Yes,
the amendment's been adopted.
now vote.
Now we're going to vote on the
Ordinance.
the adoption of the ordinance. Do I have a person?
No need a motion.
The roll call? Just
Roll call, just the roll call.
roll call on final adoption. Commissioner Pontilivski, Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day.
Voted against the original version. I think it has a chilling effect on the public and the public's ability to access public property. For the taxes that they pay to those buildings, we shouldn't be doing things like this, so I vote no.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Oh, sorry. Yes,
On both, right? On the amendment? too?
yes, yes, yes.
on the amendment, okay, and
I apologize.
Chairman Romano.
Yes, and I think that Alberico was making some clarifications with regard to buildings. I suggest you meet Mr. Bloomberg and, especially with regards to the access to that restaurant.
Yep, I'll be here.
Oh, yes.
Before you, John, I just have one other item that I
ahead.
wanted to put on the record. So A4 we adopted today related to the rates for living wages for employees and businesses and subcontractors benefiting to ensure that our employees retain a living wage, responsible health benefits, and adequate leisure time. You know, Hudson County was a trailblazer in this area. It was in my early years as a then freeholder. Obviously, now we're county commissioners. We were the second county on the ordinance I sponsored in the country to have a living wage. It's been critical. It continues to be critical, probably now more than ever, because the cost of living in this county is high relative to other counties, even in the state of New Jersey. So now more than ever, our continued ability to add and increase what those wages are that these contractors, subcontractors must pay people that work there, 90% which live in Hudson County, to ensure they have medical benefits or are given a stipend to pay for their medical benefits. We need more and more. So again, I want to compliment the executive and the administration in staying on top of this to make sure that we're current and continuing to raise those rates. So I just wanted to put that on the record.
Thank you, Bill.
Mr. Chairman, we have one more speaker.
okay.
She called
Sure.
in, Courtney
ahead.
Walker.
Good afternoon, County Commissioners. My name is Courtney Walker, and I'm a resident of Jersey City. I'm here today to express deep concern about the ongoing targeting of immigrants and political dissenters, including students, lawful residents, and citizens by ICE and the Trump administration. ICE raids have been escalating nationwide this year, and with the passage of the new federal budget, the pressure to ramp up these operations is higher than ever. Here in New Jersey, we've seen a 70% increase in ICE arrests in 2025, an average of nearly 20 arrests a day. As one of the most diverse counties in the state, we know we're being targeted. We've seen the GoFundMe pages for our neighbors, families torn apart, asking for help with legal fees and basic needs because a parent can no longer bring home a paycheck. Immigrants are the heart of our community. They are some of the hardest working people I know, and they deserve the right to live in a place they've called home for decades. This isn't just a federal issue, it's a local one. It's about public safety, and it's about human decency. We all deserve to feel safe in our neighborhoods, in our schools, hospitals, and interactions with law enforcement. And we deserve to know our local officials are putting our families and futures first. So today I'm asking the board, do we have a county ordinance requiring visible identification for all law enforcement operating within county limits, including federal agents, i.e. visible badges, no masks? Are local police prohibited from cooperating with or facilitating ICE operations, especially those without warrants or other clear justification? How are we working with schools, universities, and hospitals to establish or strengthen sanctuary policies and rapid response systems when federal agents show up? And on a separate note, but very related to the conversation today, it's troubling that this public meeting is being held in the middle of a workday. I had to take off time just to be here and ask these questions. That shouldn't be the case. Email goes unanswered by this board. Phone calls don't reach anyone either. And when we finally get a chance to speak, we're limited to 3 minutes and have to jump through hoops to do so. Frankly, it's disrespectful and unacceptable as a member of a public to have to engage this way with our local government. And so with that, I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I think that I concur with what the speaker said. We should look to what degree we can amend any ordinances we need to. We're quick to adopt ordinances that restrict the public to come in and video or take photos, but we don't seem to be quick to ensure that we're protecting individuals that are here and subject to these ICE raids. Thank God we got out of housing ICE detainees from 2018 when I spoke and stood against it to 2020 when, as a result of my position, I was no longer the vice chairman. I still no longer sit on the Public Safety Committee because I had the courage to take that position. I'm extremely sympathetic and sensitive to what you said today. And I think that I'll give you my cell number before you leave today so you can be able to get a hold of me. But
Yeah, my question is, how do we get the answers to these questions?
No, I
Yeah.
was gonna, like, can we answer questions we're asked? Can we give answers to those questions today? If not, do whatever research you need to do. If there's a need to adopt or introduce an ordinance, I'm on record that I will sponsor that ordinance. And if there's need be, I'm sure we could get one of my colleagues to be willing to second it. So you know that the item will be put up for a vote at a meeting. But everything you said is important. We should get a report from the schools of technology as to what they're doing and what their position is. We should get a report from the Hudson County Community Colleges. They're also under our jurisdiction. So if we can, at a minimum, get someone available to present that information to us as soon as possible, I think that's critical. And as it relates to the identification, it's a no-brainer. Yes, if our current laws do not require that, then we need to introduce at the next meeting an ordinance that does that. I'll defer, though I've been a little rough on the county council today. I'll defer to him to do the research. I might check, double check his work, but can we get that for the next meeting? Can we get a report as to how our schools, high schools, and colleges are currently handling that? I'm sure they should have a policy and protocol in place that we can get a copy of. If they don't, then we need to provide them what other schools are. The schools that I know and am involved in that have put good policies in place as to how to address the issues when individuals come there. But you're 100% right. The fear factor that currently exists is frightening. There are individuals that have lived in this country for more than 2 decades, have never, ever gotten in trouble, have paid taxes and everything else, that now live in fear as to whether or not someone's going to come knock on their door, someone's going to show up at their place of business where they work and take them away from their family, from their children, and deport them to another country. And I think that until this insanity stops, areas like our area, Hudson County, which is so critical, now I'm out knocking on doors, and the number of individuals that say they're here on student visas is a large number. How many of them may be passed when the visa is? I don't know. But again, those individuals are probably living in that same fear. Like they stayed in school an extra year. Who knows what all those factors are? I mean, I would, on a positive note, know that, this county was the second county in the state that created a program to assist individuals to resolve issues with their visas, with their permanent status, with their ability to get citizenship. And I think, Mr. Administrator, we should think about how we can let that agency, right, which is under the auspices in cooperation with the AFL-CIO, be able to become more proactive in helping with some of the issues that the speaker addressed to you.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
I empathize with everything that the speaker has said. The Trump administration, their practices have only escalated to more draconian measures. My only question is, and we can defer this maybe to the next meeting when our board council and the county council maybe can get back with an opinion, and maybe even the prosecutor's office. We live in a federalist system. We are one level of a many-leveled system of government. We can probably pass ordinances or to enforce what can be done in our public buildings, county public buildings. I don't know how far we can go with the public high school in Kearney or the public high school in Secaucus or the hospitals. I don't know that we have any jurisdiction to do that. And what I understand is, and I'm just for my 6 o'clock every morning looking at the news, that there is legislation now pending. I don't know how far it's going to get in the House of Representatives to ban certain practices, such as, and what to me is extremely deplorable. It reminds me of Nazi Germany. I don't mean to be overstated, or a pro-right government in Chile years ago, that people come up, enforcement officers with no identification, wearing masks. There was a student, I think at Tufts University, a young woman, a doctoral student, that was taken off the street, by 3 men, put into a car. God knows what they were going to do with her. And there's also stories I've heard where actually there have been imposters going to people's houses, tending to be ICE officials, and to gain access to the house for some criminal reason. So I think on the federal level, that's much more of a sure bet. On our level, maybe there's some things we can do. Certainly we can pass a resolution urging the facilities in the county, whether it's the local police departments. I don't even know how much control we have over the sheriff's office, to tell you the truth. It's a constitutional
officer.
So in any event, I think the underlying basis of your comments, totally get it, totally agree with it. But as a board, as a county board, I'm not sure what jurisdiction we have to pass enforceable measures to stop that.
Yeah, and I appreciate that perspective, Commissioner. I would challenge that a little bit, though, in the sense that, as you mentioned, this time's reminding you of Nazi Germany. And so that requires a certain level of political courage with the power that you all have on this board to think creatively and really question the jurisdiction that you do have and think of what are some creative ways that we do have power in this situation. Like, I heard in LA, for example, they're ticketing ICE cars.
We can have that
But
discussion.
Chairman Romano, he directed a question.
Right, we don't go back and forth in the dialogue. You had your time to speak. And
But
It's over.
But I literally took paid time off to be here.
Right, and you made your point. And Commissioner Cifelli, we're glad to speak to you afterwards.
But I've seen other speakers go back and forth. So why, in my case, can I not go back and forth?
What's a few more minutes gonna matter?
Yeah, like, do you have a 2:30, Commissioner?
Make your last comment, but we do not have enforcement power over any law enforcement agency with regards to their policy.
But you have oversight, do you not?
We cannot tell the
Not
police chief or
really, but
sheriff
we can,
what to do.
I think we can pass
We
resolutions.
can ask the
urging them to do
sheriff,
something.
we can ask the sheriff to come to this board at the next caucus and ask him what we would like him to do. We do control the purse strings of his budget until he goes to court and has somebody say we don't. So we do have the ability to provide him resources or take away resources. So let's not make believe we have nothing that we can do. So I think that we can be proactive, reactive, or inactive. I encourage us to be proactive. And I think that, there's other parts of this that may not be as obvious, but are real. So in Jersey City, and we may not have as much to do except point out when it happens and try to help the individuals impacted.
Right.
So individuals are purchasing multi-dwelling buildings in Jersey City regularly now at very high prices. And it's to their advantage, as crazy as this sounds, to get everyone out of the building. Because once they get everyone out of the building, if they do a certain amount of work on the building, they get an exemption from the rent control law. And they can take a $1,200 rent and make it $3,500. And we know of cases, and I'm trying to help people in cases, unfortunately, sometimes too late because they run as soon as the landlord says you have to get out of the unit. You need to get out of the unit. And they know that individual or that family in that unit, someone in that family is not here legally. So that's another thing to put on the list of challenges we have to address. Because what happens to that family? I don't know. Where do they go? Where are they living? Are they, again, when I'm critical of the administration, I'm critical. When credit is deserved, I give credit. You know, we have a warming center and in the summer a cooling center. And I've seen larger groups of individuals, and I bet you some of those people impacted by that have resulted there. Where do they go? Do they go to our shelters? But we should be tracking that. And that's something else I think that with Director Maz's department, we should just be able to stay on top. But I appreciate everything you said.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes.
Courtney, let me address you. I'm sorry, my apologies, I didn't get back to you. It's a different complete issues that we were, back and forth. So I'm gonna try to respond you today or tomorrow, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And likewise, if we send, you have all our emails, correct?
Yeah, and the last time I reached out, I didn't get a response back, unfortunately. So that's why you have to show up, because if you're not responding to emails, then how are we supposed to engage?
We'll also give you a number. I'll give
Giving you my cell number.
Yeah, and even sometimes cell phone numbers go. So this is the one time that we have to interact as members of the public. That's what we're trying to say. So thank you.
Chairman, there being no further business before the board, I ask for an adjournment.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.